I'm sorry. Hi, everybody. Nikki, I'm sorry. We got off to a late start because I had trouble getting on. And Crystal's not on this call, too, I just realized. But we were just talking. I just asked about how the clean eating group was going. And Jen was telling me how it's going really well so far. I actually get notifications from, people posting in the group all the time. So it seems like you guys are getting a lot of interaction, which is awesome. So just a reminder that, during the clean eating groups, I message my participants mostly every single day. And then if I notice that they're participating a lot in the group and they're really loving it, I always keep in the back of my brain that they could be a potential coach. And I have like at the end of the challenge, I'm like, I tell them, and it's true, I am so impressed with how well you've been doing all week. Just something inspirational to make them feel good about it. You should really consider becoming a health and fitness coach. Like, would you consider it? I approached Crystal at the end of her clean eating challenge. And I think, Kara, you actually found me, but you were from a clean eating challenge. So, yeah. It's definitely, I wouldn't be too shy or too nervous to approach the coaching opportunity at the end of this. If you see that they're really Nikki too. Nikki, I did too. If you see that they're posting, they're loving the whole group experience, and it'll make them feel good too, because they're looking up to you. We're the experts. We're the experts in clean eating. We've already started our journey, so they're looking up to us. So when we tell somebody that we're really impressed with how well they're doing, that's going to make them feel good, right? So, just, keep that in the back of your minds too. So I actually, once I started focusing more on recruitment, those conversations started to become a lot easier for me. Because that was my main focus, was building my team of people who can go out there and help me change the world. Just like you lovely ladies. So,
yeah.
So tell me about the, I know Melanie posted this whole thing about like the 3-day refresh, and I know everybody is really gung-ho about doing that. And I guess what was that last week, and I didn't understand, like, believe me, my mind has been mush over these last few weeks. So if you could just explain to me, like, what's happening with this whole 3-day refresh thing and what you guys want to do with it, it'd be awesome.
I guess I'll start.
Okay.
So from what I watched, it seemed like they were going to have a almost like a revolving group, like for a month.
Okay.
So they would start on a Monday with the refresh. And then they would, like for 4 weeks, they would just keep doing it. Crystal and I had talked and said that it would be too much for this past week. And we really wanted to get people from this week into it for this Monday. And then I don't know if we would do it multiple times, but at least once.
Yeah.
Maybe twice. It's just a way to, have something else to invite to. And, so that's what I got from it.
Right. So with the whole
what would the cutoff date be?
Yeah, if they start Monday, they won't get it in time.
No, they won't. So how are they doing that, I wonder? So
I feel like I think Melanie's team, you're right. It's, they're just restarting one every week. So I think the whole team, to try and build up volume, they're just going out there, inviting everybody to do the 3-day refresh. And
Right,
every week
right.
we start a new challenge. So it's not one person doing the refresh 4 times in a row in the month. It's,
Right,
who
right.
has a challenge. Yeah. So that's open to
Right.
everybody. So if you guys like have anybody for the refresh, we can put them in those groups. We can also certainly do our own. I mean, if that's something that you guys want to offer, like, I mean, I would prefer them wanting to do the challenge, but if the challenge is too much for them, then maybe just offer, well, why don't you just continue your journey and do a kickstart with the 3-day refresh because it's cheaper. I mean, that's up to you. So we can start that group on the 3rd week of the month too.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we can even, it's only a 3-day thing, so we can even do it at the end of next week instead of the beginning of next week.
Right. The biggest thing is I think I wanted to get a post in this clean eating group to transition people.
Right. Well, don't forget the video that's from me on Thursday night explains the next challenge.
Yeah, no, I know. I thought maybe we could have something specific to that.
Yeah.
To the refresh. Hey, if you're not, into that.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to maybe create something and post it Friday evening or Saturday morning, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What does everybody else think? It's not just up to me. What are your thoughts?
I think there's some benefit to promoting the 3-day refresh just because it is only 3 days. So that maybe they may not feel like they're kind of committing to so much, like, as in like the 21-day fix or whatever. And just kind of, I guess promoting, I've never done it, so I don't really know, but, promoting the fact that it's just like a way to get them, like you said, kind of kickstarted and, that they can go from there after that and just get them started off on the right foot, basically.
Yeah. So what I recommend, if you guys haven't done the 3-day refresh, I know Katie, you can't right now, but I highly suggest giving it a try for at least one time. So we know how to talk about it and, explain it. Kara actually just did it.
Yeah, I was thinking about one of my customers didn't listen to me when I had told her to contact me when she was ready to order, and she ended up ordering that by accident, and I don't think she ever returned it. So I thought about contacting her to just see if I could buy it off of her, and that way I wouldn't have to wait for it to be shipped to me, and I could just have it, right away and just, like you said, do it so I know what I'm talking about.
Or ask her to, could she use the cleanse? Maybe ask her to do it together.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's what I did with my person. Not my person, but I started when I did the Fix Extreme, the test group, when that program came out. One of my one of my customers was thinking about doing the 3-day refresh, and I was like, she wanted to order the Kickstart Challenge pack, and I was like, well, I guess I'll do it with you. She asked me, I was like, all right, well, here goes nothing. And for me, it was torture, but Crystal loves it, and Carrie, you didn't seem like you had that hard of a time with it. Like, for me, I was starving every minute of the day.
Yeah, but weren't you pregnant and didn't know it at the time yet?
No.
Oh,
no,
I was going to say, because that could have been part of it.
No, this was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
That was my excuse. So, but yeah, I mean, I would, if you guys want to do it, incorporate that somehow into cleaning group, go for it. I just always prefer them to do the challenge pack, but I know the challenge pack isn't, some people really can't afford it and may be more inclined to do the 3-day refresh.
I've encountered a lot of people who, I guess they don't want to let themselves down, and they feel like, something bigger is too much of a commitment. So I think for some people it'll be, easier to commit to, like Jen was saying.
It's like baby steps. A lot of them just kind of need to take baby steps.
Right.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind that a cleanse is very hard. For me, it was very discouraging. And Like I said, everybody has different experiences with it. So I guess I probably shouldn't give my opinion, but I'm going to anyway. So like if I was a person just starting my weight loss journey and I started with that cleanse, I would have given up and I would have engorged myself at the end of it if I didn't have self-control, because I was so hungry that I was just going to eat everything if I didn't have the self-control. And I can just see that, somebody who's not used to it, because if you think about it, you're eating, I think 900 calories each day, which is ridiculous. So what I don't get is if we're approaching somebody who's 500 pounds to do a cleanse, that's only 900 calories. Like,
To be a huge drop.
yeah.
And I went through a phase where I shouldn't have, and it was naughty, but I went through a phase where I was only eating like 800 to 900 calories at a time, and at first it worked great, and then of course I hit a big plateau because my body was like
Yeah.
So I know what it's like, and it is very hard, and it did take, like you said, a lot of self-control, and I was tempted to just like binge eat at night because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just so hungry. But I found a way to not let myself do that. But I think what I would do personally as a coach, if I got somebody to try the 3-day refresh, is keep enforcing the fact that it's only 3 days. It's only 3 days. And to kind of really hold their hand through it if I was worried that it was going to be too much. And maybe having me there, like checking in on them a couple times a day even, or, whatever would kind of help them get through it, I guess.
See, the benefits for me was that at the end of it, when I did eat, I got full a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
It did really help break some really bad habits that I formed at the time. So
that's kind of what I was looking at doing it for myself for, is now that I've been laid up and like I've totally gotten off track, I was thought maybe it would be something that would help me like just more quickly get back on track, and instead of like dragging it out.
Yeah. So, I mean, that would be great to be like, why don't you continue, like jumpstart, the rest of your journey by doing this 3-day refresh. So if you want on the 15th, if it's not too much for everybody, and if you guys have challengers doing a 3-day refresh, we can open 3 groups. I don't even know if there's a template for the 3-day refresh for the week. We might have to create our own if you guys are up for it. But yeah. I mean, we can certainly open 3 groups, starting on the 15th. Not the 15th. Is it the 15th? The third, whatever the third Monday is this month. I think it's the 15th.
I don't have my calendar in front of me, so I'm just like,
It is the 15th.
Yeah. So if you guys want to, have the conversations, I would definitely still go for the challenge pack. I would make that a priority. And then if they say no, just be like, then maybe you can transition, into the 3-day refresh somehow. I don't know. You guys try. I've never done this before, and I don't have all the answers. So you guys, can figure it out and let me know, because this is, the first time that we're doing it. All right.
I wish Crystal was on the call, because I know she was.
I know. I'm really surprised.
Really interested.
Yeah.
But I can follow up with her and see if she had ideas.
Yeah. We can even start a whole conversation. Was she part of the what's happening here?
Yes.
That
the
message
group,
with everybody?
Yeah.
Do you want to message her real quick and see?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot when I'm recording. I can't minimize my screen to do that. Is there anything that you guys wanted to talk about before I go into my whole spiel? Any questions? Okay. So I guess I've just been doing, as usual, I don't know, I've just become a thinker, as a coach, and just always thinking. I think it's a lot to do with all the personal development, and it's just, keeping me analyzing everything or whatever. And I really just been thinking a lot about the phrase "I can't," and how the phrase that "I can't" really affects what we do. And I know, some of us are struggling with Success Club. Some of us are struggling towards reaching our goals every month. And I feel like the phrase that "I can't" gets in the way a lot, including for me. Like I've, as you know, had a rough, very few weeks. And and it's just, I feel, okay, so when it comes to I can't, if you really believe that you can't do something, you're never going to be able to do it. And it's so important to turn the I can't into I can. I can hit Success Club every month. I can reach my goal. I can recruit coaches. I can recruit 4 coaches, and hit Success Club from now until, whatever. So you can, go to the retreat, which would be awesome. So I really need you guys, have each of you either read the book, The Secret, or watched the movie? Kara has? Sarah? No? Jen?
No, not yet.
Jen!
I know, you've been on me since like day one. And then I'm bad. I'll do it, I promise.
Okay.
My goal is to do that by next meeting.
You can get it free on Netflix, right, Kara? Free on Netflix. It's free. So there's no excuses if you have Netflix. Katie?
I do, yep.
I think I read it a few years ago.
Okay. I'm going to ask each and every one of you except for Kara, because she recently did. Please, please, please watch The Secret or read the book. Kara, what were your thoughts on that? I mean, because it really impacted my life, but maybe it doesn't for everybody. But what were your thoughts?
I really liked it. I really think that it had a lot of great things to say. A lot of things that reiterated my lifestyle. So that for me was, did I learn from it? Yes, but I don't think as much as I just have that mindset. I'm always thinking positively. I was brought up, not necessarily when I was little, but in my adult years, where if you want something, ask for it.
Yeah.
Whether it's asking a human being or asking the universe. I mean, when we were moving to Arizona, I looked one day, my husband and I were downstairs, and I looked up and I said, universe, I need to move to Arizona, make this happen. And in less than a week, I had a job offer, I was moving.
Yeah, it's crazy how much that works. And it's the law of positive attraction. And when it was first, somebody actually approached me to watch it, who's not my coach, who was just part of the team, and she noticed my negative attitude. And she about I kept saying, I can't do this, I can't hit Success Club, I felt like I was the only one having a hard time, and I wasn't doing anything. And it's just because my focus was I can't do it instead of I can do it, and putting out all the positive energy. So I watched, and I'm like, what is this secret that's so big, that's so life-changing for so many people? And I'm like, duh. So once I actually started doing what they were saying, it was a game changer for me in my business, in my life, in me, in everything. So I really, really would love for you guys to watch it and turn those I can't into I cans, because each and every one of you can be at that retreat. I am so excited about this retreat. I know, Katie, you're gonna have a baby right that month. So I'm not expecting your baby to be there, but you and your baby to be there. But I would love to see all of you if there was a way that you guys can do it, because I've actually personally have never been to a retreat, but Kathleen has, and she says that people who leave these retreats, I think they all had to be, have 4 coaches underneath them too, when they went to the very first retreat that Melanie did. And after leaving there, they all got to diamond within a few weeks, just because there's just something about being around. Number one, it'd be great to see you all in person. And number 2, just being around a group of people that you just have a lot of common interests, and common goals, and to help each other. And it's just awesome. Katie can tell you, I get so inspired by all of our Super Saturdays. And I'm so looking forward to Summit. Are any of you going to Summit? I didn't think so. So looking forward to going to Summit. Just because, I hear, again, people quadruple their business when, they get back from there. So hopefully that'll be me. Hopefully I can get my butt into gear. I feel like my butt has not been in gear these last few weeks. It's hard being pregnant. I'm tired. I took a nap today. I don't take naps. And when Ryan went down for a nap, I was on the computer working, and I'm like, I am not being functional right now. And I was like, I have to go lay down. And I did. And I actually
Your body, you must have needed it.
yeah. So, but I am going to get back in gear because I have goals. So I can't let this get in the way. But so anyway, I want you guys to all turn your I can't into I can. And if you had one bad month, that does not mean every month is going to be bad. And if you've had a bad 5 months, that doesn't mean that you can't have 5 great months from now on. And I got to tell you, like all the successful coaches, they do the 3 vital behaviors constantly, every single day. They make it a priority every single day. They wake up, they eat that frog. They get the inviting out of the way because that's like the most annoying. They do that first thing in the morning, so then they have the rest of the day to concentrate on everything else, you know? And it's like you have to invite every single day. You have to build relationships. So it's not I'm going to do it here, I'm going to do it there, I'm going to do it, you know, a week from now. It's got to be consistent. Consistency is key to building a successful business. Because I struggled with that in the beginning. Like you know, I couldn't do it every single day. You know, it was tough for me because it's like you're not in the habit of doing it. So it's like, you know, it's starting a weight loss journey. You're not going to develop these new habits overnight, and then you can't expect to like easily incorporate the 3 vital behaviors into your life, you know, right now. You know, it's going to take time to adjust, but you got to set a plan in place and have a goal for each day in order to get there, if that makes sense. So Melanie always says consistency, consistency, consistency. Everybody's looking for the magic pill or the secret sauce, or, you know, finding out, you know, this special thing that somebody did to get 15 star. And she's like, there's no secret. It's consistency. It's the consistency of the 3 vital behaviors. It's sharing your story on Facebook and posting 3 to 5 times a day. You know, it's about the inviting. Personal development is key. So I really hope you guys are doing personal development, because that can help you overcome some insecurities as well that you're having with this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm so excited, Sarah, that you're going to be signing on a new coach. So what happened? Like, what changed her mind? Did you message her, or she messaged you out of nowhere?
What was it, yesterday? She messaged me about, no, it was 2 days ago. She messaged me. She said, so do you get 25% commission off of everything? And I said, yes, everything. And I think the thing that's pushing her, she knows people that want to buy stuff. Because I messaged her, I said, well, those friends that you know that are interested, the 21-day fix is on sale. And so then she asked about the commission, and then I sent her that video. And so she messaged me today, like around lunchtime, that she was going to do coaching. So
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know if you know this, but I thought the Coach Basics that Kathleen was starting this past Monday, but it's actually this coming Monday.
Okay.
So she can start the training on Monday.
Okay. That's if she could sign up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully tomorrow. So once she signs up, I'm signing up my husband. So
Yay. And then you'll be Emerald.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
So again, you know, it's the consistency of just trying to recruit over and over again, because these coaches aren't always going to stay. You know, I've had a lot of coaches already come and go, and people are so gung-ho in the beginning, and then once they realize that it takes work, sometimes it's not for everybody, you know. So it's always having that conversation in the back of your head of trying to, you know, to get that conversation started. So, all right, we're going to get kicked off in a minute. Does anybody have any questions or any concerns or thoughts? Or did Crystal message you back, Katie? No? Okay.
No.
All right. All right, so I'm glad that the cleaning group is going awesome. Let's see if we can turn any of them into challengers for our group starting on the 15th, but don't count on them. So keep having conversations with other people outside of that cleaning challenge, and invite. All right.
Yay. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. Have a great night, okay?
Bye.
Oh, and Jen, create a post for we can add about the tips Saturday sometime. I think that would be a good day since a lot of people eat out Saturday night.
Okay, I'm gonna work on it tonight, and then I have doctor's appointments all day tomorrow, but I'll have tomorrow night, so I should have something ready. And I'll just send it to you, kind of approval, to make sure you think it sounds good, and then I'll be ready for it Saturday morning.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks,
All
guys.
right. Have a good night, everybody.